morning. Thursday, early in the office again. Been here since just before 6, just after 6 somewhere. Big day yesterday, lots of shit happening. And I just know when that happens, I don't sleep the next night. So I sat up listening to music for a while. I'm into cover versions the last while, but not like the shitty kind you get on like B-grade records, like decent covers. And the album I was listening to last night is this Revamp, the songs of Elton John and Bernie Taupin. And artists on it is like Pink, Logic, Coldplay, Ed Sheeran, Mumford & Sons, Mary J. Blige, Q-Tip, Demi Lovato, The Killers, Sam Smith, Miley Cyrus, Lady Gaga, Queen of the Stone Age. Really cool. Really cool music. A couple of glasses of red wine just to switch off. I woke up at about 1, and then at 2 and 3 and 4. Fun and games. Like I said, Thursday, early in the office, lots of shit to get done this morning, just admin. Later this morning, Johan and I are recording our next episode of the Wildlife Photography Q&A, which is fun. And then it's mostly like marketing, creative stuff today, but still, it takes concentration. Training this week's been really, really, really shitty. Just been busy, hey. Just, I don't know. It's training's like decent, or it's a great thing if you want to kind of clear your head. But also, if I'm too busy in my head, I'll literally go and train. I'll set up between sets, and it's like work. Off it goes. Weather is actually the first bit of blue sky I can see since last Thursday, so about a week. And weather report says more rain all the way through Monday. Now, SAD is a thing, seasonal affective disorder, and probably stupid speaking about that in South Africa, but still, we used to sun a lot of it. So this day after day after day, surely it's got to get you a mood somehow. It's like, yay, happy day. No, it's cloudy. Fuck you. No, it's no. So the clouds kind of push you down a bit, I think. Like imagine in the UK when it's just like overcast for long times, or even something like Svalbard where you've got like the midnight sun, and then you got dark for like 3 or 4 months. I want to spend a year in Svalbard, like start to finish, like 1st of Jan to 1st of Jan, or whatever the case is, and document the seasons and just live those seasons because it's so dramatic. I think that'd be cool. I am lining up a whole bunch of new podcast episodes. And one of them, I'm going to speak to Cecilia. She lives in Svalbard in a cabin year round. That's going to be fun. So I'm going to set that up for next week sometime. What else? I am missing travel, hey? And funny enough, not the wildlife photography side of it, the travel side of it. I posted a picture on my Instagram this morning. So if you found this on my feed, it's literally the post just before this, where, I think when it was 2014, 15 somewhere. And Nancy and Kim, 2 of my clients from the States, lovely people. They were at the Mara camp, and then we went to Dixon, who's one of my Maasai. He manages my camp. We went to his village to first go and check it out, and then later we returned to put like a water system for them. Different story. But on the Saturday, we were in this village, and Tenke, who's my barman, also a Maasai guy, phenomenal guy, best gin and tonic in Kenya. He's got it. And once a month or something, there's this Maasai market. So we go to this Maasai market, just him, myself, and Nancy and Kim, right? And he says, okay, don't take cameras. It's not that kind of thing. This is legit. This is not fucking tourists. This is the real shit. Anyway, so we drive with our vehicle. We took one of the wild eye game viewers. We got close. We walk a little bit in. And it is probably till today one of my most unique and special experiences in Africa. We walked in there, right? And I don't mean this in a funny way. I've never felt more white, like color-wise. Walk in there, and we were literally like people were staring at us. So I did sneak a couple of photos on my phone just from the hip, but I gave up in the end because it was just stupid. But we walked around, and he would take us to these vendors, and what they would do is Maasai people from all over the village, from the kind of home area, they would come and barter, like, I'll give you a goat for the spice and whatever. But we walked around there, and eventually people kind of not got used to us, but they're like, okay, they're here, and they just went on. And I think it's a special privilege to be in a place like that and not influence. It's the same as wildlife, and just observe. Anyway, so go and look at the picture. Nancy took a picture of me. So there was a whole bunch of little Maasai kids running around. And they literally, I shit you not, they came up to me and they're like, "We'll do this." And I asked Tenke what, and they said something in the line of, "Why are we painted?" Because, I mean, I'm a different color to them. And they were trying to like get the paint off. And it's like, whoa, man, this is both bizarre and cool at the same time. And then I've got a tattoo, obviously, you guys have seen. But at that stage, I only had the forearm, and it's a map of the world, right? So, and I might have had one. No, it was just this at the time. And I went down on my haunches and I held this, and these kids were fascinated. They're like looking at this, and they're talking amongst each other. I mean, the Ma language, Swahili, I've got a little bit of Ma, not even close. And they're talking and this and that. And Ten came a bomb, and he's just laughing at me because I'm sitting there. Some of them are trying to wipe off my white, others are checking out the tattoo. And and I say to Tinker, "Okay, let's try this." And I thought I'm being very clever and I'm going to get them. I said to them, "Show me," or I asked them, "Where is Kenya on this map?" Because Tinker explained to them this is the world and stuff. And I shit you not, the one kid literally walks up, finds Africa, boom, and he points exactly to where Kenya would be. It was a good moment for me. It's like, you know what? All the misconceptions and stupid ideas that some people have about rural villages and shit, and how they lack education and blah, blah. There's all of those things, which just pisses me off. In that moment, it was like, holy shit, this is real. We are worlds apart, but still the same. It was amazing. It was really, really cool. Why did I tell you that? Oh, the travel. And so for me, the travel things that I'm missing is just that. It's the people, the moments, the experiences, the life that you feel alive when you travel. I'm really missing that. Hoping to get, if all goes well, please COVID, I'm going to Svalbard, my first trip for the year in May. I want to spend a bit of time in Norway before, if I can. And then, because I haven't traveled, this is, like I've told you, this is the longest I've been at home in the last 15 to 20 years now. Because of, first I traveled with Wild Eye. Before then, I traveled on the Queen Mary 2. I worked in North Island and the Seychelles. The Queen Mary 2 took us around the world. I mean, from the Caribbean to the Mediterranean to South America, everything. Before then, I competed in gymnastics, so I traveled the world with that. So this now is a shit long time for me to be at home. But yeah, so if I go to Svalbard, I'm going to try and spend some time in Norway before. For me, just go and be Tommy Tourist. And then afterwards, maybe in Europe a little bit, like a week or so. And it's not about spending money or staying in fancy hotels. Literally, there's nothing better to me than walking city streets. It is. Like New York, to me, I love walking New York streets. San Francisco, LA, Hong Kong, Tokyo, take your pick. Walking in the street, and literally, just with your phone, which I'm recording this on every day, and just go and just, and literally, I'll go and sit in a coffee shop in an area on the street or whatever, and you just watch life happen. I think it creates context for you to understand that you're not alone, and that even though we all think listen to me now, it's like a rah session, but it is. It's, and you sit in some of those places and it's fucking chaos. Like you sit in like, let's use Times Square for example, and there's all this manic shit going on. Or I remember being in Tokyo one year, and some cool stories there. Let me tell it to you anyway. While we're talking, I've got coffee left. So I'm in Tokyo many years ago for gymnastics, right? We got world champs there, and there's this thing about Afrikaans. So I was traveling with, it was myself and Tammy. Tammy was the individual girl. I was the guy in the team. Then there was Sean, our coach, and Danielle Clack, who was the South African gymnastics administrator for our team. So we go up, and we were in this hotel, and it was put at like a subway station or something. So we could go straight from there. We could go to the competition and training venue every day. So down, subway, up. So for the first week, you literally just see the hotel, the subway, and the competition arena. After that was cool because I think we spent like 3 or 4 days in Tokyo and explored a bit. Went to Disneyland, which was quite strange because I would expect in Tokyo that, like when they do the parade, for those of you that have been to Disneyland, they do these parades. And I thought like The Little Mermaid and Snow White would be Japanese because I'm in Japan. No, they're all, all American. It was quite a weird thing for me. That was random. Anyway, so the one day, so when we travel like that, is when you speak to each other about something, right? We speak in Afrikaans. Now, I'm the only Afrikaans person on the team, but they all can understand. So, like if you're in a shop where you're like, holy shit, kyk hoe duur is hierdie arbeie. Look how expensive these strawberries are. And it's like, oh, yeah, yeah. So, anyway, so the one day we get on this subway now from, I think it's 2 days before competition. We get on the subway and we go to the competition venue. It's about a 15-minute subway ride, and there's like 2 or 3 stops in between. So, we get down and we sit. Now we're in fucking competition focus mode, right? And this person gets up, a Caucasian white person gets on the train, and it's a beautiful person. However, very, what's the word, androgynous. You can't. Is it the right word? I think. You can't see if it's a guy or a girl, but this is a beautiful person, but very kind of neutral, if you will. So we're looking at this, and Danielle leans over to me, and she like leans over and she says, "Is it a man of a vrou? Is that a guy or a girl?" So I like, yeah, ek weet nie, ek kan nie eintlik sien nie. So we then go and we look. You can't see boobs. The hands are also even nude. You can often see in hands the jaw, everything. So we could literally not see if this is a guy or a girl. This person's standing up. We're sitting on the side, and we're not shouting, but we're speaking kind of Afrikaans to each other, kind of low key. But can you see me? But he is quite good looking, whatever the case is. Anyway, so we carry on and lose interest, and I go back to my music, preparing for competition and training and stuff. And it's our turn to get off. So we get off this train, and we get our stuff and we start walking. So I think myself and Tammy in front, and then Sean and Danielle behind us. We're just walking now off the train. This person, which ended up being a woman, walks up to us in Afrikaans, says to us, "Volgende keer as julle oor iemand praat, maak seker hulle verstaan jou nie." Which means next time you speak about someone, make sure they don't understand you. Holy fuck. It's like the world needs to swallow you. Luckily, we didn't say anything bad. Like, literally, we didn't say anything bad. We did say it's a beautiful person to say. And then she proceeds to get back on the train and leave. And you're standing there like, fuck. That was interesting. I remember I was once in a Dean and DeLuca's just off Times Square. No, I lie. Somewhere close to Bryant Park in New York. And going to Dean and DeLuca's early morning. And I'm walking around, and I can't remember who I was with. And was it Sean and them or Adele? I can't remember. Anyway, so we're in this Dean and DeLuca's. I literally pick up a punnet of strawberries. And it's something stupid. And this is then like $7.99 for like 4 strawberries. So I'm like, holy shit, guys. Kyk hoe duur is hierdie. What the fuck? Hoe wil hulle hê moet ons dit betaal as ons in rand? The manager of the place walks up and speaks to me in Afrikaans. And he ended up saying, ja, dit is nogal duur, maar waar is julle vandaan? It is quite expensive, but where are you from? And it's so out of context that when he speaks to you in Afrikaans in the middle of New York in this shop, I'm looking at it and I'm thinking, I see the words coming out of your mouth and I understand it, but it doesn't make sense. And then suddenly it's like, fuck, he's from South Africa. Anyway, so random travel stories. Yeah, so I'm hoping Svalbard comes off so I can do Norway. I want to do places in Europe that I haven't done Belgium, places like that, and just go and spend some time. But for now, let me get into some admin and emails. I try and bang some of those out early morning just to kind of take that stress of that away. Then we create some Photoshop, some Premiere Pro, going to the studio later on with Johan. And that's about it for now. So, yeah, travel. I wonder how it's going to change in the bigger picture. Like one of the questions I got for today's Wildlife Q&A is how do we think that safari travel is going to change with regards to numbers of people in lodges and on vehicles? It's a good question. But yeah, I even love the planes and airports and all that shit. I think I'm into people, and just watching and seeing people is awesome. Anyway, I need fresh and new coffee, and then I'm going to work, and I will chat to you guys tomorrow. Let's make easy. Question of the day in the comments down below. Take 2 seconds. Tell me, where in the world have you not been? Cities that you would love to go right now. I'll see you guys on the flip side. My name is Gerry. I'm from Wild Eye. Bye.